Police holding evidence leads to a man spending 18 years in prison for allegedly killing his wife. Over 45,000 Facebook accounts get hacked in Europe. A new virus comes up on the web and steals your money without you knowing. The Nigerian people are protesting about the fuel prices, and Netflix makes it to the UK and Ireland. Hello and welcome to Blows My Mind. My name is Gal, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about a few articles that blew my mind in the past few days. We're going to start with Eddie Guilfoyle, or however you say his last name. I'm terrible with last names, you guys know that. Was sentenced to life in prison in 1993 for allegedly killing his wife Paula, who was 8 months pregnant. His wife was found hung in the garage, and the prosecution made a case that he persuaded her into hanging herself. Or at least made it look like she hung herself, but really he hung her. After 18 years in prison, he finally came out on parole in 2010, and finds out that the police were holding evidence, specifically diaries from his wife, that showed that she had suicidal thoughts. Now, nobody really knows if these diaries were actually found in 1993 when the crime happened, or in 94 when it was reviewed. But one way or another, this evidence is crucial since this man appealed for innocence in 1995 and in 2000, and lost both appeals. If this evidence would have come out at that time, he might have been able to clear his name. The one thing I don't understand about the legal system is you have the police doing the investigation, and then you have the lawyers and the legal system doing the trial. However, there's such a big trust, I want to say, system in which the police will do their work and then hand everything to the prosecution and the defense, or whoever they need to hand it into. So basically there's this chain of command that you don't have anyone supervising that the work is getting done. And yes, the police do have their division to make sure that everything happens according to plan and all that crap, but still, I think someone from a legal system, like a judge or, I don't know, someone needs to be there with the police while they investigate, while they go through the crime scene, just to make sure things are done right. Because a man just lost 18 years of his life because of some stupid misunderstanding that the police just covered. But we must change subjects to over 45,000 Facebook users' data was stolen in a remnant war. Most of the users were mainly from France and the United Kingdom, so sucks for you guys. What the swarm is, it basically infects any executable file, which is like a program running, anything that executes on the computer, and HTML files, which are really internet browser files. And the way it works, it essentially relies on you being stupid. As the internet grows, cybercrimes is something that we all need to be aware of. And that's why you don't use the same password for everything. You need to have at least 2 or 3 passwords circulating around your accounts for your login to your computer, to your email, to your Facebook account, to your Spotify account, to your Netflix account, whatever service you use that requires a username and password, that they don't have the same password, they don't have the same login credentials. Because what happens is this worm actually finds one of your passwords, which you type in, and it basically tries to log into any other service with that password. And it basically keeps a track of which service uses this same password. Now, for those of you who don't have the best memory or click on the save password on your cookies, which is a bad thing to do as well, there's a really cool widget, I guess it's a widget, for any browser, which is called LastPass. LastPass is an online vault for your passwords that is actually extremely safe, and it's very useful because it generates passwords for you if you need to, which are extremely long and extremely hard to hack. It keeps all your passwords and automatically can log in just like the computer does, only instead of that, it's online. So anywhere that there's the LastPass gadget, or you can just download it wherever you go, you log into your vault and you can basically log into anything from any computer without compromising your password. So make sure you have something like that. Please don't have the same stupid password for everything, because once one thing gets hacked, everything gets hacked, and that's a problem. But we must change subjects to another cybercrime known as SpyEye. SpyEye is a Trojan virus that basically steals your bank information, drains your money out, and creates fake online reports and statements that seem like your money is there, but it really isn't. Now, the one thing that I didn't understand is, how are the banks allowing this? The banks should be able to see when the money gets drained but the online statement is conflicting. Because essentially the browser receives information from the internet, from the cloud of the internet. So I don't understand how they can really fake these statements unless it's only on your machine. And then, I mean, if you have more than one machine, would you not notice it? These attacks are apparently very common in the United States and the United Kingdom. One line from the article kind of blew my mind and said that the attacks on Windows PCs. The reason this is so interesting is that Macs have grown so much that now when you have articles like these, you need to specify whether it's for Mac or Windows, which is pretty cool. And we all know that there's very few, if not none, viruses for Mac, because up until now there was no use for them. So I suggest you to go down below to the article and see how you can prevent SpyEye from being on your computer. And you should probably check your bank statements in more than one computer, but make sure that the other computer you use is safe. But we must change subjects to the Nigerian protests on fuel prices. After New Year's Eve, the Nigerian government decided to stop subsidizing the price of oil, which was kept at an artificially low level, which means that the price of 1 gallon of oil went up from 65 naira, which is about 40 cents, to to at least 141 naira, which is about 86 cents, in one night, which is pretty crazy because the price of oil just doubled overnight. And for those of you who don't know why oil is so cheap in Nigeria, Nigeria is actually the biggest producer of oil in Africa. The people in Nigeria were not very happy, obviously, that the price doubled overnight and decided to go out to the streets and protest and kinda, I guess, occupy Nigeria. These protests are not violent just yet, but there was a report of one student dying in a conflict with the police. In the government's defense, if they stop subsidizing oil, they will save over $6.13 billion. That is a lot of money, and as long as this money is invested back into people and better education, better healthcare, or something like that, I think it's a great idea to stop subsidizing oil, because first of all, it'll drop the consumption of oil, which kind of helps our environment. And secondly, if invested properly, it's a better use of your money in terms of like helping your people more than just making them have a little more money in their pocket. But we must move on to our final story, which is Netflix expand to the United Kingdom and Ireland. From now on, just like in the United States, you can get a 1-month free trial, and then it'll cost you about £6 or €7 per month. Netflix can be used to stream to PCs, smart TVs, tablets, smartphones, Blu-ray players, but the one thing I didn't see in this article is our console streaming as well. Because in the United States, you can use your PS3s and Xboxes and all those consoles to stream Netflix videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy Netflix. I have a Netflix account, and I was really mad when they split the whole DVD online streaming thing, but I still stream quite a lot, and it's worth the money. And yeah, those were some of the articles that blew my mind in the past few days. As always, there's a couple more articles down below in case you're interested. Thank you so much for watching and listening. But before I forget, the question edition is, what would you prefer? Your government to subsidize a certain good, or use it in a broader service like education, healthcare, and things like that? Leave me a comment down below. And as always, thank you for clicking that like button, sharing this video, favoriting it, talking about it, responding, anything. It helps this channel grow a lot. And until next time, I'll see you guys.